Hello, and welcome to another episode of Stars of Fantasy, presented by the Muskogee Public Library. Today, we're here with two very interesting people. Severus Snape, a Hogwarts professor, and of course, everyone knows the boy who lived, Harry Potter. Wow, Mr. Potter, it is such an honor to meet you.
Please, call me Harry. Though, there are some people who call me the chosen one. But really, I wish they wouldn't, if it makes them happy, though.
Do you have a comment, Professor?
I am here at the bequest of the headmaster, who apparently feels that Mr. Potter needs a babysitter for his public appearances.
That's a lie.
You see, he has a habit of embarrassing himself when he has to string together more than a few words.
Really? He always seems so genuine to me.
A carefully maintained facade, I assure you. I must instruct you that you have to edit this interview to be in a favorable light to Master Potter. Otherwise, you will be obliviated.
Obliviated?
It means getting your memory wiped. I don't need a babysitter, and I am tired of Dumbledore micromanaging me.
Very well, Mr. Potter. I will pass on your complaints to the headmaster. By all means, feel free to continue as you see fit.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll just get to the questions then. Mr. Potter, Harry. Everyone knows about your valiant efforts against you-know-who. How do you handle all your fame? After all, you're still a teenage boy trying to get through school.
I'll let you in on a little secret. Really, I'm just like you. I put my pants on one leg at a time. I'm an ordinary guy. Sure, I can talk to snakes, summon a powerful Patronus, and yes, I am the youngest Quidditch player in a century at Hogwarts.
Tell them about your adventures.
Right. Dumbledore and I are pretty tight. We go on lots of trips looking for magical artifacts. I have a knack for finding those, but really people just kind of give them to me. Gryffindor's sword, the Marauder's map, the invisibility cloak.
Oh, right. Of course. But how do you handle your fame?
Tell them about that club you made.
Oh yeah, Dumbledore's Army. Really, it was just fun to get together and blow things up. It was going to be Harry's army, but Hermione thought that would be too much. Yeah, I like to blow off steam sometimes. I'll sneak over to Hogsmeade, spy on people while invisible, fight giant spiders and snakes, just normal teenage stuff, really.
Right. Okay, I have a question for you now, Professor Snape. People want to know, whose side are you on exactly? Are you working for you-know-who? Or do you actually have some kind of secret agreement with Albus Dumbledore?
It's certainly a delicate situation. But as for my motivations, that's between me and the headmaster.
And my mom, apparently.
Whoa, gentlemen, put your wands away, please.
I've had just about enough of your cheek, Potter.
You want some of this? How about a little of that?
Oh, what are you going to do? Expelliarmus me? It's the only one that he knows.
Oh, I've just received an owl. Apparently, you're not allowed to cast spells outside of school, Harry.
So lame.
All right, let's get back on track. So, how do the two of you feel about living somewhere as grand and magical as Hogwarts? That castle sure has a lot of history, not to mention secrets.
Snape lives at Hogwarts. I live in the moment.
Oh, man.
Hogwarts is perfectly adequate. My students, however, are very slow. I don't have high hopes for this generation of witches and wizards.
I'm definitely not slow. Have you seen me on my firebolt? Fastest broom out there.
Are you sure you're both okay airing this interview?
Yeah.
Well, as Mr. Potter insists, by all means, go ahead.
I'm going to be getting a letter about this later, aren't I? Never mind. Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time on Stars of Fantasy.
Mischief managed.
I have been instructed to tell you that you must edit this interview to make sure that it only presents Master Potter in a favorable light.
Or you'll be obliviated.
Or you'll be oblivious. Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
I have been instructed. No, sorry. I have been instructed that you must edit this interview in a light that's favorable to Master Potter, or you will be obliterated.
Obliviated?